This is what we'll call Cave Mountain. We're metal detecting it now. And there's a piece of a jug down there. I think Brandon showed it, so if you go to Adventure Archaeology, you'll be able to see that piece. I kind of just picked it up. We got our tools of the trade. I'm gonna try all over this hill, different spots. I got a good signal right here, and here it is, look. Where it is. Right here. Here it is, right here. That is a bullet. It is lead, and it's old. Look at that. And we're inside city limits, and it's been city limits probably 100 years. So what do you think? Black powder, of course. Huh. He's still digging down there. So that's a good start. I passed up probably 50 60s numbers, 60 signals down there. And maybe I shouldn't have. That is another bullet. Fired and hit something. Probably one of these Brazilian rocks up here. On the way back, I may take my time and dig every bullet I can get out of there. There is quite an impressive worm right here that may make you excited here. The only reason it's impressive is look at the neck on it. Pretty cool, huh? Put it back so it doesn't dry out. Another 61, 62 right here. So I want to know if it's another bullet. Usually it is a pull tab. Come on. Why am I having so much trouble in a bubble? Goodness. I'm struggling. It is another bullet. I'll try and wipe it off for you. That is an interesting one too. So that's 3. So that does mean that every one of those I dug in there are bullets. Brandon, are you digging bullets? Yeah, me too. Oh, he found something cool. Let's go see. Where he is where I kind of passed over all those low 60 signals because I thought, man, every one of them's pull tabs. How many pull tabs have you, bullets have you dug?
I've done 3 bullets, but it looks pretty old.
Yeah, I know. I just dug 2, and I was just telling everybody, I passed up so many signals right there because they were all low 60s, and I thought, well, they got to be pull tabs. I'm done narrating.
That might be a silver lighter.
Oh my goodness, dude.
That's pretty neat. The bullets you got, what are they looking like? Let me show you what mine look like.
They look like miniature 3-ringers.
That's what mine looks like.
But they're black powder. I just don't know.
I'm thinking 1880s, 90s, aren't you?
Yeah, 1873, probably mid-June. Yeah, mine look like that too.
I'm wondering if they were target practicing against the bank.
I don't know, but I just lost your lighter.
That's all right.
Do you need it still?
Well,
Yeah, mine are.
Clean it up, but that does look silver, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks great.
Or at least silver plated. It may not be as old as these bullets, but still a cool find.
Had to dig out my bullets. Okay, I'm going back. His lighter. Ow. Man, that hurt my knee. His lighter. Oh, this is poison ivy. That's what's so beautiful up here. His lighter on the bottom, we kind of wiped it off. It was UMC, made in Japan. So that's probably during occupation, right? 40s or so. So still pretty cool. So let's go. Dig another hole. I got a 70s right here. The bummer thing is my battery on my detector is about, I got like 2 bars left. And there was a pretty good haul back down the mountain too. All right, I gotta do some searching. '70s, '80s, still right there. So, it's on the side. I wanna know. I want to know what's in the hole. It's got to be right there. That's over here. There it is. I've been tricked. Maybe not. That is a brass. Let me clean it out. Okay, there it is. It is brass or copper. I believe it's got a hole in the end. What do you think that is? I thought it might say something on the end, but it doesn't. It's just a hole that's full of dirt. So pretty interesting. Here's a big flat spot we showed you before on Cave Mountain, and I went over it, didn't get a signal. But I'm gonna go back over it again. I need a sign. Brandon's right there in the blue. So right here, 65 to 72. It's gonna be a piece of lead again. Is my guess. I hope it's something different. This is it. Let me see if I can unfold it. It is another bullet. I guess somebody did play target range up here. So here's a signal. Starts here. '70s and '90s. So let's see. Oh, it's right there in my face. It's a saw. I thought that was a piece of wood.
Oh, that's
I'm professional. So we can clean off that, and this should say something.
Here's a grommet. I thought I had a coin, dude.
It's a what, a grommet?
Yeah, with a piece of the tarp still attached to it.
That's cool.
This is definitely like a tent set up here.
Yeah. They got nice, what do you call them? I don't know if that's, you call them bolsters on here or not. Let me see if I can clean it up so we can read it. He just found a nice brass grommet. Really nice, with a piece of material still on it. And this saw says DISSTON, Diston, with the scales, 2 stars on each side, and USA. Pretty cool. The blade, I don't know. It's time to break out the Google. Well, I tried to look it up. There's no internet service up here. I did catch one glimpse of something that said they started in about 1840, but they didn't have medallions at that time. So I guess I'm going to take this with me. Somebody knows what they're doing could restore this. Hey, wait a minute, I know what I'm doing. I'll do it. I got a solid 60 right here. It's not deep. Probably going to be another bullet. I see it. It is. So Brandon contacted a buddy of his and said that he believes these are turn of the century 45 rounds. I don't know. There's a train coming up the hill. I kicked the leaves back on this 50. 58 actually. So far we haven't dug a pull tab up here, which is kind of nice. I thought that would be all we digged and dug. My guess is another bullet. It sure is. What do y'all think? Let me wipe this off. That's not a 45. Maybe a 32. I don't know. But the other ones are a little bit bigger. Do a harvest. Right across that down tree is where there was tons of 50s and 60s, but another 50s and 60s right here. And it's gonna be another bullet. I think. It is. It's the same kind. It's got the rings. I hate to not dig them because it could be something else. Right in the break of this root or rock. Not sure how much effort I'm going to put into this one. I think it's another bullet. That's my pinpointer that makes those neat sounds. That's poison ivy. So these gloves will need to be thrown away. Let me dig this out. 70s and 80s. Batteries in my detector are dying, and the batteries in this. So I can't let it sit there and run like it's doing. It's gonna be another bullet. How's that even possible? Now that might be a 45, as big as it is. Yeah, that's what that is. Ooh, harvest. I've dug several more bullets. I gave up on the one under the root back there. He's over there poking around. It's another 75 to 80, but it's interesting. The smaller the piece of lead, the lower the number, and it's also a low, almost like a low tone. And then the bigger the piece of lead, of course, the more of a signal you'll get. And I'm always hoping I'm wrong, and it's a coin, but a caterpillar. So let's see. Yeah, it's a bullet. I see it. It's another one of the big ones, 45. Well,
Pretty conclusive that we can say that this was a mine, because that's a
big one.
that's an old one too. It's heavy. That
Better
is
than a
heavy.
bullet. That is a beast, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a wall hanger right there. But yeah, it's got sharp points on both ends. That was a rock breaker. So I bet you they were either when they made the road or when they were mining one.
Yeah,
That's a heavy son of a gun, man.
oh my goodness, it is.
You had to be a real man to swing that all day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Pretty cool though.
Let's put that in your back pocket.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to carry out of here.
Here's another one.
Pipe cutter though, and that's probably not the safest thing they could have been doing for sure, especially if they were trying to cut it open. But I'm assuming they were pretending that that was something fun and throwing it from the fort, you know, a while back. But still a very interesting find, nonetheless.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I know you didn't catch everything he was saying. That is a bullet stuck in the end of, what does that white thing say? Could you read it?
Something Rex. Imitrex.
Imitrex, what is that?
Migraine medicine.
Oh, migraine medicine. It almost looks not legal, doesn't it? So yeah, what he said was there's pieces of wood over here, so maybe somebody had a tree house and some kids did it, or I don't know. Well, it looked like it was a pretty good pop cutter at one time, huh?
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Best signal yet, 86 right here. That looks like the inside to a pin. We have found a lot of modern trash right here though, so next to that thing he just found that's kind of odd. Now that's cool. It's a piece of art furniture stuff.
Huh.
That's interesting to be up here on the side of this mountain. So I'll harvest it just because it's cool.
How deep was it?
Not too deep, under a few pieces of wood. I guess they could be part of the furniture. I don't know. There may be more up here. You wanna play? This is a good 79 high tone, and I got to digging around in here and look to this. Well, that wouldn't give a signal, would it? So I guess I'm about to dig up the end of that belt. Or that. The only other thing in there was a nail, so a can and this strap. Huh. He went up to the top. He's got to go pretty soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got so far. It's a metal detector and it's a shovel and a bottle of water. Other than the trash and the cans and belts, I got them all wadded up. But here it is. There were so many more bullet signals that I didn't dig. And there's that variety, and then that variety, and then these are even bigger, but no rings, and the cool saw. So I guess I'm done. It was a quick hunt, but I guess it's a good thing it's over since I'm out of the batteries in my machine. So thanks for watching my videos.